Hello, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. I love this weekend so much. It's really a weekend of food and gatherings and just being around your people. And I love it. And I hope that you guys are all going to get out and either have, a meal or a visit with your loved ones as well. So I wanted to give you a few tips going into this weekend that you can utilize in order to stay on track if you have a goal. I have a lot of clients that are working towards a goal. So these tips are going to help them, but I figured you never know. You might have something that you want to do as well, and this will help you so that you're feeling good, right? We don't want to overdo one meal and then feel like crap for a couple days. And that often happens, especially I find with this weekend, because there's so many foods. And I know a lot of people love, when you're doing a potluck and you have like your favorite aunt is bringing your most cherished dessert. I get it. You're going to want to have some of it. And I absolutely think that you need to enjoy it. You need to make the memories and you need to live in the moment. I'm 100%. But I'm going to give you some tips that you can use going into this weekend so that it's not a complete free-for-all and so that you do feel really great at the end of it all, okay? So number one, definitely stick with your regular routine. If you are the person that gets up in the morning and you work out or you go for a walk or you do something, continue to do the same that you always do. This is really so important because you don't want to save yourself up for the main event, right? You want to make sure that you're just carrying on with your day, even if you know that you have that really exciting, delicious dinner coming at 5 o'clock. You still need to take care of yourself up until that day, up until that moment, right? So get up and do your regular routine. Have your regular breakfast, have your regular lunch. Make sure you're drinking all of your water. So whatever that looks like for you, you want to make sure you're getting at least 2 liters of water every single day. You want to get technical. It's half of your body weight in ounces. And that is the amount of water your body needs regularly in order to function optimally. Okay. But if that seems like a lot, start with 2 liters. But you want to make sure you're drinking that before the main event. Okay. And so now we're at the main event. We've carried on. Our day has been normal. We're here. We're, so excited to see all of our family and our friends. And we're really looking forward to this delicious meal. I would encourage you when you're looking at all of the foods, make sure that you're taking enough vegetables first and foremost. You need the fiber. It's going to help fill you up, but it's also going to give you those nutrients and all the antioxidants that we often need. Or we always need, not just often. But you want to look at your plate and have half of it with your vegetables and then look at your meats. Okay. So if it's turkey, I would suggest choosing the white breast, not the dark meat, because the dark is going to be a little bit greasier. So if you go with the white breast, it's going to be a lot easier for your system. And then you want, of course, to enjoy some of the potatoes and the gravy and the stuffing and all of that. But you've built your plate really well with lots of vegetables and a good sized amount of your protein with whatever that meat might be. It might be ham for you. For us, it's turkey. So you want to make sure those 2 things are taken care of. And then if there's something that you see at the buffet or on the table that you really want to have, I encourage you to have it. But as you start to eat your meal, I want you to start with 2 bites of your protein first. And this is going to help your stomach and your digestion. It's going to help the enzymes do their job in assimilating your food and digesting it. But it's also going to help slow the release of your glucose that you're eating from your meal rushing into your bloodstream, right? So that's going to keep your blood sugar stable. It's not going to rise and peak, which is going to create moods and, cravings and all of the things that go with unstable blood sugar. So if you start with 2 bites of protein first, your body is going to be busy breaking down that protein. And then when you're enjoying your vegetables or that dinner roll or the stuffing or the gravy or whatever have you, it's going to be better for your body because you're going to digest it better. Okay. So number 1, make sure you're having 2 bites of protein before you start the rest of your meal. This is one of the golden rules of my metabolic balance program. We all start our meals with 2 bites of protein first. So I encourage you to do that. And then after your meal, so maybe you've had the pumpkin pie or whatever have you, when you're done, I really encourage you to go for a walk. Even if the rest of your family doesn't want to go with you, although that would be a really nice bonding thing, go for a hike and look at the leaves or whatever, go for a walk, because all of the food that you've just eaten is going to be broken down into glucose. And if your cells are already filled with glucose, there's nowhere for it to go, which means you're going to store it as fat, right? But if you go for a walk, your muscles are going to utilize that glucose. They're going to take it up and you're going to use that energy. So that's not going to get stored. You're going to actually put it to work, which is really so important. If you can't go for a walk, have a dance party or something while you're doing your dishes. Just make sure you move your body after your meal. If you lay down, like many people do after having a big turkey dinner, because I know you get that coma, that turkey coma, you've overeaten, you feel like crap, you lay down and you're napping. Well, your body isn't being able to digest that food very well. And that's what's going to make you feel really full and bloated and gross, right? So if you get up and you go for that walk, it's going to really help your body digest and assimilate. It's going to keep that blood sugar stable. And that is really the key here when we're eating food. Obviously, the food is delicious and there's a lot of feelings and emotions that go with food, but the real reason we eat is to nourish our bodies and to sustain health and life, right? So if you can look at your food more as in a healing, nourishing way and what it's doing for your body, it's going to help you understand that now that you've just eaten all this food, it needs to get to work, right? It's going to build all your new cells. It's going to do all the things it does. But if your body can't utilize it, that's where you're storing it as fat, or your liver is taking it in and it puts a burden on your body. So go for that walk or have a dance party or do something after your meal. But most of all, enjoy your long weekend. These are all tips that I know really help when you're eating and when you're trying to, if you have a health goal or a weight goal or whatever it have you. These are simple things that you can start incorporating in every single meal, but especially when you have a big meal coming up. And obviously, we all want to enjoy that. That's part of living. And that means we want to have the balance and the moderation. We don't want to deprive ourselves. But if you learn these tools and keep them in your toolbox, then when these things come up, you'll know what to do in order to enjoy it, but not feel gross afterwards. So I hope this is helpful. If you've done this or you have any other comments, comment below. I'd love to hear how you handle these big meals. Really important. Keep your regular routine, guys. Drink your water and enjoy yourselves and hug your loved ones and just really have a fantastic holiday weekend. Okay. We'll chat with you soon. Bye for now.